All right, let's get into it. Let's get into the nitty gritty. Tryp is a scam. It's a pyramid scheme. They're taking people's money. They don't have an app yet. You know, the funny thing is, you know, I've been in this online thing for, you know, this network marketing, this online Facebook niche thing for years, right? 6, 7 years plus. And I didn't think, right, for me finding an opportunity like this, by the way, this opportunity is phenomenal, right? Tryp, it's not a scam, by the way, but the people that I would least expect to say these kind of things are saying it. And it's funny, so we're gonna go over that. Let me give you, let's just check on Facebook. So, ever since, you know, I've been in these Uber groups, right? So let's, for example, let's take a look at Uber and Lyft Union. I'm in this group. Don't start like spamming these guys, by the way. That's another thing we got to talk about. That's part of the reason why some of these drivers and members of these groups are standoffish, because think about it. There are tons of groups that are Uber Lyft related, and they're real drivers, you know, going over their real day-to-day struggles and some, you know, positives as well. But it's a lot of negative stuff. Like, for example, last week we had an actual you know, protest, a strike, if you will, in Connecticut. So this is nothing but like just, you know, bad news, right? So let me go to another, you know, Uber group. I'm in a bunch of them, right? Actually, let me see. I think I was actually kicked out of one the other day, the Los Angeles one, but this is a good one. I'm here in Miami, right? And a lot of it is in Spanish too, but you know, for the most part, they're just, you know, people that are griping in here. Okay, like look at this, you know, fare breakdown, and you know, they're just upset. You know, so it's just a lot of upset people. Look, you know, with the little cursing emoji, right? You know, more than 48 hours to review. Let me just translate it for you. Chris, what's up? Look at this. More than 48 hours to check a piece of paper. So it's just a lot of people, you know, pretty disgruntled. And let me look up on YouTube as well. I didn't even know that there were like actual communities and like leaders of these groups, right? Administrators. And Chris, what up, man? Chris Brown is going to be getting ready to... I'll be back in LA shortly. Hope you were on the call. If you weren't on the call, I already had the recording. I put that in the group. But anyway, my thing is the backlash, right? People saying that it's a scam, it's this, it's that. It's coming from drivers, right? These are drivers that have been driving for years, and they do nothing but bring up the worst topics, the worst things about ride sharing. You would think those would be the first people to be, you know, receptive to it. But I guess I'll kind of explain why they would feel that way for a couple of reasons. The first reason is, you know, due to these newbies. Going into this venture with Tryp, there are already over 5,000 people involved and counting. By the time we fully launch, by the way, we are in soft launch. By the time we fully launch, we'll probably be in the 10,000 member range. That's between influencers and drivers. So there are a lot of them that they don't know better. They're going into these Uber and Lyft groups and they're spamming. You shouldn't be doing that. They're spamming in these groups. You have to build a rapport with people. You can't just because these people are, you know, bad-mouthing Uber and Lyft doesn't mean that they're not going to be standoffish if you just come out of nowhere just throwing some link, right? The other day, by the way, take a look at, you know, make sure you have me on YouTube, right? Subscribe to me. The other day I uploaded, I had an Uber ride to the airport, and he pretty much ranted for like, you know, most of the trip, most of the ride. Wink, wink. So you guys can watch this on your own time. But It's all over the place. Dwayne, what's up? Alina, what's up? So you have a lot of these newbies just going in there and spamming. The analogy that I gave to some people is you have to treat this like these current rideshare drivers, they're in an abusive relationship. They're in an abusive relationship. And think about it. If there's this girl that I like, right? She's in an abusive relationship. I can't just like pull my pants down and like, you know, jump on top of her, right? You can't do that. I'm being blunt right now. You gotta be there. You gotta be that shoulder to cry on. You gotta listen to them. You gotta console with them. You have to just be there, right? Build a rapport. And then, you know, you can kind of offer a solution after a while, after they're receptive and they can listen to you. You can't just go throwing up on them about how great you are and all this type of stuff. You know, this is real talk. So it's kind of the same thing with these Uber drivers. A lot of the drivers that I've spoken to personally, right, or people that I've spoken to personally about this opportunity, you know, 5 minutes into the conversation, they're like, you know what, that's a great idea. But you can't do that on Facebook. They don't even know who you are. You could just be a robot. It could really be a scam, right? When they start seeing $200 and paying up front, and we don't have an app yet, and we barely launched, and there's not a lot of information, you know, when they start Googling stuff, and people just start kind of getting misconstrued. So that goes into these people, you know, these current drivers kind of being standoffish. That's really what it is. So we got to be here as influencers to educate them, to lead them in the right direction, and just give them good information, because a lot of them, they might not see it. They might not see it, you know, the first go around, but give it a little bit of time. I think they're going to be coming around once they see the app is real, once they see drivers, you know, using the app, getting paid, getting 100% of their ride, et cetera, et cetera. That's what it is. That's really what I wanted to talk about with this live. Anybody got any questions? Anybody got any concerns? Maybe I can answer it to the best of my ability. Let me look up some other things when it comes to Tryp. There was actually a few people, let me see if I can find it, who ended up, look, I don't mean to shout them out, but for example, this guy, the Apptrepreneur, they actually attended a Tryp meeting. And it's pretty interesting because these are guys, all of these guys are guys that were pretty, they were standoffish. These are like real Uber, you know, Lyft, rideshare type of, you know, guys. Look at this, right? And look, so they talk about Uber and Lyft and everything rideshare in between. So they were one of the initial guys, and they have large followings, right? On YouTube, on Facebook, they have large followings. They actually ended up going to, you know, to the main office, and now they're feeling a little differently. Hey, Chris, whatever you missed on the call, I have the recording, and I have like bullet points. So go to our group. Right now, I'm just kind of talking about, you know, the people calling this thing a scam. Why wouldn't you root for a company like this to succeed? That's what I don't get, right? If you go to the website, if you go to, you know, www.tryprides.com, first of all, it's a beautiful website. I don't think anybody would go this hard to go, you know, to make a website like this, right? These are the main points, right? This is driver based, right? Driver oriented. We're going to be taking care of the drivers. You know, if you were to read this stuff, you know, I would assume you'd want to give this a chance. Hey, Crystal, what's up? You've been missing a lot. I'm just talking about people thinking it's a scam. So I don't think You guys can take a look at that website on your own time. But I don't think if this was a scam, you would have a website like this already, you know, built like this. I don't. First of all, the idea is phenomenal. It's a multi-billion-dollar idea, right? It's a excuse me, not idea, a business model, because you know rideshare already exists. We're just here to do what the current rideshare companies are not doing, right? Everything's standard. It's the same, you know, you open an app, you request a ride, a driver picks you up, takes you to your destination. Like, everything standard is gonna be there. Tryp, where Tryp comes in is they're gonna do everything that the others are not doing, and they're gonna have the customers, which are the drivers. The drivers are Tryp's customers. For a low flat fee of $199 a month, they'll be able to keep 100% of their fare plus tips, right? So why wouldn't current drivers, you know, be receptive to that and want that to win? Why are you automatically being like, no, that's a scam, it's a pyramid, it's one of those things, and you know, digging up all types of fake dirt and all this stuff? What's up, Chris? Chris says 10 mayors in LA County will be taking rides in January. Then I'm taking it to Fox, ABC, and NBC. So yeah, we're gonna have this legitimate very soon. So if you're not paying attention, I highly suggest you do. Crystal, are you there? There's a lot of people who I've given this information to personally, that it's just taken them like a month to even go over this information. Chris Brown was one of the people who I actually told him like the first week that I got this information. This was like early November. I think he left me on scene, but then I hit him up again a couple of weeks ago, right? 2-3 weeks ago, like early December. And as soon as he took his time, right? Half an hour, it doesn't take that long, right? I know people are busy. As soon as he saw it, he was like, he wouldn't stop calling me. He wouldn't stop like, you know what I mean? Chris, you know what's up. And I like that excitement. He's been excited ever since. And now he's going to use his network to we're going to make a killing, guys. So I've told a lot of people this, right? You know, I have a decent, you haven't been able to sleep. I haven't been able to sleep, right? But it's crazy how, you know, I like, there's levels to this. I tell people publicly, right? I post on the internet, right? I have Facebook, I have Instagram, I have YouTube. So tens of thousands of people are seeing this information. And then I have my, you know, few dozen, like, you know, people that I can, like, you know, because I don't like using the phone or texting or people having my phone number and calling me. I don't like that, you know, too much. But there are certain people that I know from, you know, the real world, you know, offline. And I've known them for years. I know them off of Facebook. I've done business with them, and I send them this information, and a bunch of them like left me on scene. They haven't, you know, the company, we've been doing like 4 webinars a day, right? A day, all week. We've been doing like 4 webinars a day live. None of them recorded, so you had to have been on one of those lives. Never made it to any of them. I'm like, damn, are you that busy? Are you really that busy? I don't know how many hours there are in a week, but there are 7 days in a week. You know, I'm sure you guys can find 1 hour out of the day to like just sit down and watch. Because whoever has gone through the information, just like Chris Brown, they haven't been able to sleep. They're just like, whoa, okay, now I see this. This has potential. This has real potential. If they can pull this off, if they can release the apps, if everything lines up, which, I mean, I'm going to take their word, right? Who the hell would, you know, put all this work out there not to execute it, right? Especially if the CEO is a guy, and not only the CEO, but all the corporate people, they come from backgrounds where they have the networks, they have the experience. Why would this not get off the ground? You know, the business model is it's damn near flawless. I mean, I'm gonna put it out there, like it's flawless. I want, if you guys can come up with a better one, let me know. But I've sent it to some people, and it's like some of them never got back to me. I'm like, Well, you must be making 500K monthly already, cause Chris, am I right or wrong? Chris, let me know. Am I saying anything crazy right now? You must be already making 100K a month, 250, 500, for giving people jobs, right? They're not going to be bothering you. You don't have to train them how to drive. You don't have to train them how to follow GPS or turn on an app and go make money. It's not going to be hard to get people to download a free app. A free app. Like, you know, I know you're doing okay and I know you're busy, but, you know, sheesh. Anyway, they'll get on later. It's cool. Hey, we'll be the first ones. We'll be the first ones hitting that 500K. It's all good. I mean, it's really not a race. It's just like, yeah, you know, that's, you know, I can't feel too bad. It is what it is. Once once I link up with them and I show them a check, okay, I think I better stop what I'm doing like right now. But the good news is we already have enough people. We already have enough people ready to go. So this is gonna go viral. You're gonna be seeing this on TV. You're gonna be seeing this from A-list celebrities. You're gonna be seeing this from big influencers, big marketers. Excuse me. Drivers are gonna be sharing this. They're gonna be better off. Like the people who get in the first 90 days. Oh man. Stock options and. I mean, why wouldn't you want to give this a chance? We don't have an app yet, okay? The initial system, right? During the soft launch, it had some hiccups, you know, when we were registering people. It's normal. It's technology. That's what happens, right? Everybody knows, like Uber just a couple of weeks ago had a worldwide blackout. I could look that up. Just a couple weeks ago, Uber had a blackout. Let me see if I can find it. Look, the Uber app was down nationwide. I think it was like international too, like in Australia as well. Uber drivers sue company for violating. There's all types of issues going on with Uber, right? But that's pretty much it. I've risked $150 at the crap tables many times. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't even call this a risk. I mean, who in their right mind would have an idea like this, a business model, just to make it a scam? Like really take a, like, Amina, not Amina, I see Arik Larry, or Hanier, or Chris, Ryan, anybody who's on right now. Let me get some thumbs up and share this. Let me ask you a question. If you had this idea, if you had the team around you, if you had tens of thousands of people ready to go to fulfill this idea, this business model, why would it be a scam? Like what? Like really a scam? How? Give it a chance to launch first. Give it a chance, you know, for the app to come out. Like, nobody is perfect, right? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Uber 10 years ago, right? It's coming up on 10 years, right? They were founded in 2009. They were founded in 2009, and we didn't start hearing about them for the most part, right? The masses, until roughly 2013, 2014. So you're talking 4 or 5 years after its inception, from being something of like a app company, people getting into strangers' cars and they're in like getting a ride, like, and now all of a sudden Taxis are damn near oblivious, right? Yellow cabs, like it's oblivious to just wait for a cab and like try to hail it. No, you just turn your phone on and you request a ride and you have somebody picking you up within minutes, especially in a big city. I mean, it's 24/7. I can just get a ride, you know. I can get on my phone right now and have an Uber in front of my building in 2 minutes. It went from yellow cab and having to pick up the phone and call and then wait like 20 minutes, 30 minutes for a ride to literally 1 to 2 minutes in front of my, like, this is where we are now. People thought it was a scam back then. People might have thought it was weird. So, yeah, man, that's pretty much it. I'm going to upload this to YouTube as well. I just really want to know what's going on with the doubters. Like, why do you want this to fail? Why are you throwing so much negative energy out there? Give it a chance, guys. Like, this plans to help people. This plans to solve a lot of problems that they currently have, both for the consumer and the driver. This is for everybody. Everybody's going to win. That's what I like about this. The influencers are going to win because they're going to get paid for putting drivers on, right, to work. The drivers are going to win because they're going to make more money. The riders are going to win because they're going to get the best rates. They're not going to experience surge pricing. And they're going to have their own little benefits as well. Reward points and all that stuff. So everybody's going to win. It's going to be a pretty cool community. And I look forward to it. That's pretty much it. I'm going to, let you guys kind of... it's 15 people on here and it's only like 3 people commenting. Like, what's up with the rest of you guys? What's up? You waiting for me to lose? You waiting for me to fail? The same reason they laughed at Redbox and Mark Zuckerberg, etc. Yeah, it's like, you never know. You just never know. Ricky, what up? My guy Ricky Mercado's going to be... is going to be opening up Rhode Island. We can't lose. As long as the system works, right? As long as the system works, the app works, as long as they work, we're not going to lose. We're going to make this $1 billion company, all right? When it goes public, I think a lot of us will benefit even more. And yeah. Yeah, man. Dominic says, I want everyone to win. That should be the attitude. There's a lot of salty people out there. They don't want you to win. Ryan's putting NYC and Brooklyn on the map. That's what's up. I'm going to put New York on the map. New York's going to be a little bit harder because of the boroughs and the whole TLC thing. But I'm going to crush it around the country first, then drop it on New York. I definitely got Miami. I got Atlanta, I got LA with my man Chris Brown. All right, we got California. We got California. Then we're going to cross the pond and we're going to go to London. All right? We're going to take it international. We're going to take it to the UK. We're going to take it to Asia, the Middle East. Oh, we're going ham. But for right now, let's hammer the States. And if you weren't on the call earlier, I did. The recording is actually for members. Yeah. The recording is for current active members, and I have it in my private group. Las Vegas. Vegas is going to be a big market because that's the headquarters. That's where the Tryp headquarters is located, and I mean all those hotels and the airport, and I mean that's Rideshare City right there. Yeah, Chris, hit me tomorrow. I'll be back out in LA real soon, and we're gonna crush it. Dallas is actually one of the first cities. So definitely start reaching out to all your Texas people, Dominic. Tasha, what's up? Yep. Gloria. What are you guys doing at this time? It's past midnight. We got a bunch of people on here. I'll leave it on for a couple more minutes and then I'm just gonna wind down. Long day. It's been hard to get sleep for a long time now, and I'm definitely not gonna get a lot of sleep for a while because it's grind time. Wake up, get back on the computer, get back on the phone, and you know, keeping people updated and stuff. So that's full time right there. Keeping hundreds of people, you know, informed is not an easy task. Where do these YouTubers get the official Prezi videos? Prezi? What, presentation? President? Prezi? Can you repeat that, Ricky? Let me sit down over here. It's a little better lighting. My laptop died. Let me charge it. Yeah, I'm gonna put this video up on the. We gotta start like really asking them questions, and then us as influencers gotta start doing better. I got the presentation video. You can hit me up, or just you should have it already. I think I was able to rip it from somebody else, and I chopped it up a little bit, added my little pizzazz in the beginning, and then yeah, that's gonna be updated soon. Eric says four or five of those big YouTubers went and met with corporate. Yeah, and they had their minds switched, and a couple of them actually they're gonna be rocking with Tryp. It only makes sense to, especially if you have a following of drivers, right? That had to be done. We can't piss off these. We can't piss those influencers off. We can't piss those influencers off. Robert, what's up? If you're just tuning in, at this point I'm kind of repeating myself, but I just was wanting to ask, how come these, you know, a lot of these drivers in these groups, they're very standoffish at the idea of a new company coming out, you know, that's gonna give them 100% of their fare plus tip. Hold on a second. Yeah, they would be leaving a lot of money on the table, because if they don't get their drivers that follow them, somebody else will. So that's just really what it is. That's what it comes down to. So they're just misinformed. They're misled. They see a few little broken bits and pieces of information, and it's like, oh no, it's just one of those pyramid schemes. Get out of here. $200. What do you mean $200? And like, it's crazy. None of us are even getting charged yet. That's the funniest thing ever. It's like, oh, you have to pay up front to work. I'm like, you guys don't you guys realize that you guys you pay up front as well? Whenever you finish a ride, Uber and Lyft, they take part of that ride already. So you're kind of paying up front as well. I'm joining a couple groups right now. Robert's ready to be an influencer. Just send me what I need to do. Inbox me. Yeah, inbox me and I'll send you the information. Robert, I'll send you the link if you didn't watch the video yet. And I'll also send you the link to get ready, and then I'll add you to our private group. But yeah, Robert's gonna kill it out there in LA. My Lyft driver tonight was surprised that Uber and Lyft did not have a no compete clause. Right, a no compete clause. I told him the Las Vegas politicians were rolling out the red carpet for Tryp. Nice. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah, that's another topic. Like, you know, I was driving around today and I took a picture. Like, there's like so many drivers that have like both apps on their phone. So that's what makes it even stupider. It's more stupid that people would complain and be upset about a new company coming in when they literally drive. The reason somebody doesn't only drive Uber is because Uber's not doing enough, right? They have to supplement, right? So if you're an Uber driver, you're like, let me get Lyft because, you know, maybe I'll get a few extra rides, or this one's paying better, or whatever. Like, there's no loyalty. Vice versa, right? If you have Lyft, oh, you have Uber as well because you're supplementing. So it makes no sense, and it's crazy how, as big as these companies are, they don't have an issue with that. Like, it's just normal to just for drivers to be in. That's crazy. Like, that alone is crazy. That's crazy to me. I'm gonna start a new video with that point. With that question, I don't get it. like nothing. One car, two rideshare companies. Well, you guys better get ready for a third one. Get ready for a third one, and this one's gonna be a doozy for y'all. So, what's up, Young? What's up, Xavier? What's up, David? Shamir, yeah, more than $300 a week. What's up, Gabby? That's crazy. Okay. Yes. Because people choose brands. No, well, that too, but people choose whatever. Like, for me, there's no loyalty because I have both Uber and Lyft app. Whichever one is cheaper or closer or whatever's going, like, I'm just gonna pick the better ride on any given day or any given time that I need to request a ride. Like, I have no loyalty. I want to hire drivers to drive my Tryp Tesla. Yeah. Once we start getting those Teslas, we can put people to work. That's funny. Pretty cool. People choose to save money. Yeah, that's all it comes down to. So if you're talking about, you know, it's not going to be hard to get people to download a new app, right? It doesn't hurt them to download an app, especially if you're giving them $25 credit towards the first ride. I believe that's what they said they're going to start off with. And it doesn't hurt to have a new option and not pay surge pricing and have the best rates, you know, for each trip. So I'm joining a few more groups, and then I'm gonna be doing some. I'm about to do some incognito work. I'm not gonna spam in these groups. I'm just gonna read and see what's going on, you know, in the rideshare industry. There's so many. Let's hold on. Let me show you the ones that I'm in already. I think I'm in this one. Hold on. It's just a bunch of gripes. Yep. Just wondering. Uber driver fined over $2,000 for illegally paying for hire. Okay. Just a bunch of weirdos. I keep hearing about riders not having a booster seat. I think I will get one. See, this is interesting because us at Tryp, we will have that feature for parents. Because currently, wow, this is, somebody take a screenshot of this. This is interesting. Yep, issues. So they just have their gripes. Some of them, these people show how little they're making. Yeah. So, yeah. All right, people. So I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for what is it? It's almost 1 a.m. Eastern time, Saturday. That's it for now. Stay tuned. If you don't know what's going on, you might want to hit me up. You might want to get involved in this driving thing. All right. Peace.